And the hide and seek game, don't forget, maybe you have someone hide an object in the house or in your space, and you're using this pull and tingling to guide you to where it is without opening your eyes, without looking with your eyes. You're just following your soul awareness of ClairSensation. So fun.
Hello, and welcome to the Constance Messmer Podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Today, we are talking about exercises that you can do to strengthen ClairSensation. ClairSensation has to do with psychic feeling on a physical level. I hope you get a lot from our time together. When someone says they have a gut feeling about something, if it came as an awareness with no physical sensation, then it probably was claircognizance, which is intuition, and not really a gut feeling. Because if they have a gut feeling, like a kick in their gut or a tightness, that physical sensation, tactile sensation, that's clairsensation. Now, if that gut feeling of clairsensation, like a tightness in their gut, came with an emotional aspect, say like a foreboding, the foreboding would actually be clairsentiment. So, in regards to clairsensation, we're going to talk about when the body registers a physical feeling on a soul level, but it happens as a physical sensation in the body. Subtle sensations happen all the time. Sometimes it's a warmth or a cold or a warm heart, or your whole body gets hit and it's like a pull or an impact of sorts, and there's no physical connection around you that's causing this to occur. It is your soul awareness to a situation or an experience that you're having. And so the exercises that we're going to go through today are some practical ways that you can work this muscle called ClairSensation. So the first exercise that I want you to try is going to help you in real life, because it will help you learn to create your own personal space, your own sacred space. So this is sensing the aura. You can choose someone to do this with. You can also do it with an animal, but I'm going to give you the example if you do it with someone else. So the person that stands stationary has their eyes closed, and the person that's moving has stocking feet on, quiet feet, so that they can, first of all, stand at a distance and then move in slowly to the person stationary with their eyes closed. And the person walking towards them, moving in towards them, is going to initially start way out of their auric field. You remember the lesson on auras? Auras are about as far out as your hands can reach in front of you, and so is theirs. So you're going to start way out of their auric field and then slowly move in. And you're going to see if the person with their eyes closed can sense when their auric space is being infringed upon, when someone's in their personal space. And then you as the mover can also check this. You can use your whole body as kind of the sensor, right? Or you can put your hands up flat, palms forward, so that when you're moving towards the person, you're seeing if you can feel the edge of their auric field. Some people might have their auric field out far, others might have it in close. We can project it really far. But so this is about sensing the aura. So try this, take turns, have one person do it and the other, and notice when you're feeling just kind of the edge of a little bit of resistance, a subtle resistance, and noticing that all places that are sentient beings, trees have auric fields, animals, people, obviously. And so that you can try this anywhere when you're out and about. But what this shows you too is that those of you that work with groups of other people, or when you have to navigate through a crowd, kind of recognizing, how does that feel on your physical body? Are you having a racing heart or churning stomach? Are you having clairsensation experience because you're being, you're kind of being infringed upon by other people's fields? Not that you're picking up their stuff, although you could be, but how is the experience registering in your body? So first start with the game of sensing each other's auras at a distance and using your whole body, or putting your hands up so that you can check the outer edge. Another ClairSensation exercise that you can do is that hide and seek game that I mentioned before, where you take a quick cleansing breath to kind of drop expectation and focus your attention. And you've had someone hide something, or perhaps you're looking for something that you've lost and you know for certain that it's in your living environment, but you just can't recall where you put it. And you decide to practice your ClairSensation to find it. Your soul knows everything. All right. So you can just set the intention. I want to find my missing keys or whatever it is. And close your eyes if you need to focus. Take a breath in and out, exhale. And then just notice subtle sensations and asking, which direction is it? Where should I go? And notice any pulls on your body. Sometimes you might have tingling, for one side of your body, and pay attention with your exercise journal. What does the tingling mean? Is it in the opposite direction of the tingling? Is the tingling actually your soul telling you go in that direction? Is there a slight breeze? Do you feel like your body's being magnetically pulled in one direction or pushed? Sometimes, we just have these various ways that we have the experience happen on our soul. So just be open to what it could be. It could be that game of hot and cold again. Your body might get really warm when you're close, or it might get cold when you're close, but these are physical sensations that are going to hit you because your soul is registering the experience for you. It's really, again, helpful if you've lost something or trying to find something. This is even helpful in foreign countries. I've used it in foreign countries going, well, which restaurant should we go into for lunch? And I'm like, all right, my soul knows what's going to be the best experience. And then my body wants to turn in a direction, and that's where we go. You can also use this with choices, right? Of like, well, you can use this as choices. Like, let's say you have two different. Remember those shows on HGTV that are like, which house should we buy? This house or this house? Maybe you close your eyes and put yourself in a house and go, where does my body feel comfortable and relaxed? What's the ClairSensation answer for this experience? What office space? What job should I take? What's my body feel like in those experiences? And just notice any subtle sensations on your body that's registering your soul to yourself to say, this is a good choice for you. This is a healthy choice for you. And roll with it. See how that goes or unfolds, What's the lesson to learn there or whatever. So ClairSensation, definitely you can work it on a whole body level with a hide and seek game, or just noticing the subtle sensations of how you feel with choices. Yeah. And the hide and seek game, don't forget, maybe you have someone hide an object in the house or in your space, and you're using this pull and tingling to guide you to where it is without opening your eyes, without looking with your eyes. You're just following your soul awareness of ClairSensation. So fun. But you can totally have your eyes open while you're moving room to room. You can look around. I'm just saying, don't look with your eyes. Really look with, feel with your soul. This is so cool, really. When I've done this game and we've hidden earrings, and there's or a set of earrings, a pair of earrings, and I had one earring, and then give the match to the students. Some of the earrings are, hidden in plain sight, like on a flower vase or something, but they're not looking with their eyes. They're feeling, and they're being drawn and magnetically pulled, and it's pretty magical and fun. So this is a game I encourage you to do with kids, especially if you have a pair of something that you can hide the other match, even if it's shoes, right? For little kids, that would be really, really fun, right? To develop this with them. All right, great. Have a blast. You can always use your hands to sense energy. They're really good because of the chakras in your hands, and just, our whole body can be used, like I just said, but you can use your hands to sense energy, and it will deliver information for you. So I use this often when I go grocery shopping and I check food items and hold them up to my gut, really. I hold them in my hands and bring them to my gut to say, will this resonate with my being? Is this something that's going to work for me? So sometimes my hands get really hot, like, ooh, this is good. When my hands get hot, this is, positive, positive, positive. And then of course I'll bring it to my stomach to say, okay, will it work in my digestion well? And sometimes the immediate thing is like, oh, this is not good at all. Don't you dare get this because I feel nauseous. Or other times I might feel like all of a sudden my whole body feels strong and energized. That is freaky when that happened the first time to me, where I just felt like my whole body was strong. And I thought, wow, this is empowering food for me. It happened when I picked up buckwheat, right? I was like, wow, this is fascinating. So can't do gluten, but buckwheat is like really good for me. So use your hands to sense energy, whether you're checking on items to eat, or even, like I've said before, you can use them to just, well, I did say scan, scan them. Let's say you're making a little map of the house. Remember the hide and seek game or finding things game? You can make a quick sketch map of the house and run your hands, have your hand palm down over the map to say, okay, are the lost keys in the living room? Are the lost keys in the dining room? Or is the hidden teddy bear in the bedroom or the bathroom? And so you could see, if try this just to try it. It's a scientific, remember, you're a scientific researcher. Putting your hands over each area, is there a subtle tingling or something that happens differently in your hands when it's over the map of the room that the item actually is in? So this is, again, trial and error. You're going to check out like what works for me. How can I work this muscle? Sometimes we're going to be really strong in some areas and maybe, not so strong in others. Be okay with that. But I just thought that was that's a fun, those 3 ways are fun ways to work with ClairSensation, whether full body or in your hands or, sensing auras. Yeah. Okay. Lastly, practical use. Listen, if you are feeling yucky and crummy, and your stomach is turning or tight or whatever, and you've gone through your day and you've ignored it or denied it, take some time to sit quietly and listen. You can even do this after the sensation is gone, because your soul knows everything, really, truly. But take some time otherwise, if you're in the moment or feeling it. And if you can sit or not sit, or just, I don't know, I do this when I'm driving. I can, you can tune in at the same time. But if you were to sit quietly and put your hands on your stomach, let's say, because there's so many nerve fibers in the stomach. So they're, processing everything. It's processing everything. The torso is so busy, right? Thank God. But, take some time to sit, close your eyes so we can focus inward for the answers, right? And just tune in. Like, all right, what's got you so wound up? What's got you so tight? What's going on? And maybe it's because it's trying to tell you something. Your soul is trying to tell you something. So in this, what I'm saying is then say, thank your soul and yourself for understanding what it's all about. Maybe it is something that you ate, but maybe there's something deeper going on. And it's just the first psychic soul awareness that your soul is delivering you to, that there's something to pay attention. Hey, listen up. I'm hurting, or I'm uncomfortable, or I'm, out of sorts. And so, I invite you to use ClairSensation, especially this next stretch of time, to recognize when your soul is trying to tell you something in regards to a physical sensation, and be there for yourself. Be there for yourself. Okay, so don't forget to share the love. If you like what you're hearing, tell your friends, family, cohorts, associates, and encourage them to listen from the beginning, because the lessons do build one upon the other. I do this to encourage spiritual growth and health. And I just think the world will be a much better place when we all start tuning in and living from our soul's awareness. And so I am really grateful that you are listening. I'm encouraging you to follow or subscribe. And I appreciate it, right? As always, thanks for tuning in. Legally speaking, this podcast is presented solely for educational, spiritual, and entertainment purposes. It is not intended as a substitute for medical diagnosis, treatment, or the advice of a physician, psychotherapist, or other qualified professional. You should not use this information to diagnose or treat a health problem or condition. Always check with your doctor. Thank you.